My trembling fingers trace the raised letters on the deep red cover of my new passport. The elegant font spelling out my new surname, Kaplan, holds a weight of significance and curiosity. Am I simply a descendant of Diedrich Kaplan? Or is there more to this name that connects me to my heritage and faith? As I embrace my new name, I feel a powerful sense of transformation and connection to something greater than my own existence. Just as Jesus, a devout Jew, understood the significance of one's name in Judaism, I too am beginning to grasp its profound meaning. In this faith, a name is not just a mere label, but rather a reflection of one's soul and a portal to the divine. As I delve into the teachings of Jesus and the renaming of his apostles, I cannot help but wonder if this could be the explanation for my recent experiences. As I sit in the dimly lit room, my fingers dance across the keyboard like a piano player lost in a melancholic melody. But my mind is far away, roaming through memories of a painful childhood that still haunt me to this day. I can feel the weight of harsh words from my parents pressing down on my shoulders, their voices piercing through my thoughts like shards of broken glass. My mother's shrill tone echoes in my head, reminding me of my worthlessness and inadequacy. And then there was my older brother, always favored by our parents. Always the golden child while I was left in the shadows, struggling to find my place. Despite seeking solace in my faith, my father's deep baritone would always cut through any sense of peace, telling me that I could never measure up to my brother. It has been 15 years since I've had any contact with them, but their voices still linger in the corners of my mind, an ever-present reminder of their toxic influence on my self-worth. But now, as I embrace a new name, Kaplan, I finally break free from their hold and forge my own path towards healing and self-discovery. With each new sunrise, I awaken to a burst of sunlight that illuminates my new name, a symbol of the metamorphosis that has taken place within me. No longer do I carry the weight of my family's expectations on my shoulders, for I have shed that burden and emerged stronger. The once deafening voices of doubt and uncertainty have been replaced with a quiet sense of self-assurance. Now, when faced with obstacles, I draw upon my own inner strength and trust that my prayers will be heard by a higher power. This newfound confidence is a testament to the transformative power of change and growth in one's life, and the undeniable strength that comes from embracing your true identity. Indeed, a name is not just a label, but a window into one's soul, a reflection of their journey, and an entranceway to the divine. But this leaves me engulfed in a fierce inner battle, torn between the teachings of my Pentecostal faith and the realities I have experienced since renouncing the name Mira for Kaplan. In my faith, I have been taught that there is nothing good within me, that the physical world is inherently sinful and will eventually be consumed by fire. I have been instructed to focus solely on Jesus and never on myself. Yet, I cannot ignore the profound changes I have experienced since taking on my new name. As a theologian, I understand that these traditional beliefs are not fully supported by the Bible if we consider its historical, linguistic, and cultural context. It was not written directly to us and must be interpreted like a powerful tidal wave crashing against the shore. A sudden wave of realization engulfs me. It floods my mind with a harsh truth that I have long been denying. As Christians, we have forsaken our rich Jewish heritage in exchange for assimilating to the Hellenized culture promoted by the early church fathers. But at what cost? This is why I have been taught self-denial and the suppression of individuality, for it aligns more with Plato's ideals than true Christian doctrine. Our Savior, Jesus Christ, was not a wise Greek philosopher, but a true Jewish Messiah born into a culture vastly different from that of Socrates and Plato. Yet we have reduced him to nothing more than a comrade of Plato, neglecting his true identity and essence. It is a betrayal that cuts deep into our core as believers, a wound that demands immediate reckoning and restoration. The weight of this realization presses down on me like an anchor, leaving me reeling from the magnitude of its impact. How could we have strayed so far from our roots, from the very foundations of our faith? The Jewish Messiah, Jesus, not to be confused with the Greek version of Jesus in Hellenism or our church fathers, would have deeply comprehended the significance of a name as a window into one's soul and an entranceway to the divine. This is why he chooses to rename 3 of his apostles. For as a Jew, he understood how crucial it is to adopt a new name when embarking on a new chapter in life. And this brings me to my own personal experience, where my decision to change from Myra to Kaplan has profoundly impacted my journey. I am incredibly thankful for the revelation that reading the Bible must be done with an understanding of its historical, cultural, and linguistic context. This knowledge has allowed me to fully embrace my name and identity as Kaplan, rather than being constrained by Platonic teachings masquerading as Christian doctrine. Without this realization, I may have remained held captive by unorthodox and unbiblical ideas. Patreon.com/Kaplan